some people.
That freeze is nasty. But other than that, it's 3 episode rule. Facebook, I can't hear it. Can't even say, okay. Follow Blerd Cartel on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. We everywhere. The LOS episode of Roundtable will be Wednesday. I'm let you know what that means in a little bit. Probably wait till the episode. It's fine. We got Lelouch me here. Blerd.com. Go to Proof Entertainment. How you feeling?
I'm
Tired?
pretty good. Actually, no. I'm pretty energized, man. I got like halfway through Extraction 2. You know what I'm saying? And that's been pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to, and also listening to the ladies on Waifu Views. Give they iteration of this same movie. So that was pretty good too. So good day for the
I
most
did my
part.
little Extraction John this weekend, so I think I like one better than two, but that's just me. Have a little incompetent characters in two, but we're going off the rails here. We got special guest Black Bowman in the building, the number one Dragon Ball content creator on the interwebs, Beyonce's internet. Yes. She got blue check people following her or something. Around
Hey, do your thing.
We're in the torrential tides here, but
Yeah.
Can you hear okay, Cam? It's cutting up a little bit on my
Oh,
end.
can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Oh, I'm sorry. My pinky was probably muting the mic. No, I said I'm sitting here chilling, just ready to dive, deep dive into Black Clover and things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're here to review the Black Clover movie that just came out on Netflix. It's exclusive to March as the little European folks here to get everything first. But 2 hours of action, pretty much.
Yeah. A lot of action.
The plot was just like, I'm here to fuck y'all niggas up, and the heroes is like, no, you're not.
That's how it started.
That's the plot.
Right.
I've heard a lot of people just say like, the plot was rushed. You know what I'm saying? Because when you really think about it, when you first start watching the movie, you get Asta and about to do their Wizard King battle, and then it's just like you get this old. No. Before then, they did the flash.
10 years in the past.
Yeah, they did 10 years in the past, and then they lock in what was his name? Clive or something? I forget his name. Conrad. Yeah. They lock Conrad up, and then you go into another battle, and then Conrad come back. So, I wish that they because I was talking to my boyfriend about this, and he was basically saying like they should have like kind of deep dive more into Conrad's like
Time as the Wizard King.
Yeah, and what his motives derive from, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like where, like why is he so passionate about like what he wants to do? It was kind of like the way you got introduced to Conrad was everybody fighting him because he wants to put the sword and unlock this huge flying temple, but you don't really know much about him in the beginning, and then he comes back and you still don't know much about him. You don't learn about him until you hear him explain himself to Asta for like 20 minutes.
The end of the movie when you learn about him.
Oh yeah.
He's already fucking shit up at that point. So
right.
Why are you doing this?
So it's really kind of like the way that they kind of introduced the main character was weird because we learned bits and pieces of him. Even the other Wizard Kings that he revived, he didn't really know much about them except they were Wizard King. But I don't know. It was very vague. But the fighting was top tier.
I'll say that this as a standalone movie, if you never watched Black Clover before, you'd be confused as fuck. So just like
Yeah, so, you got to be current to understand this.
You can watch Ninja Scroll by itself. You can watch Tree of Might by itself. You can watch a bunch of movies by itself and just like be immersed into it, or even watch the first Naruto movie by itself and just be like, oh, they're just ninjas and you got to do missions and stuff like that. You get a fair gist of it. It's like Black Clover is like, why can't this kid use magic, or why is this guy a rival? What's the difference between a Wizard King, between a captain or a vice captain? Why don't they like peasants? And what's the significance of this village? And who's this other Wizard King dude? What's the magical? You will ask a lot of questions. So I get that would be a couple points down for some people. If you watch Black Clover, I mean, you're in for it.
Right.
Another thing I didn't really understand about the movie was their high and it's kind of what I've always questioned about Black Clover in general. Like I know Asta's like super like different like with his anti-magic, but their reliance on Asta to do some shit that the fucking top tier, you know, these are you got the captains that's getting kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Like the Yami, Vengeance, Fuegolia, like these niggas is getting kidnapped. And y'all like, yeah, Asta, we need you to Asta, like, bro, y'all captains. Like, how y'all get kidnapped? Y'all all looking at Asta, we need you to finish this for us. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they stronger than Asta. So it's like, how do they get kidnapped? And then they like, oh yeah, Asta, you know, finish this for us. I didn't really understand everybody's dependence on Austin when he's still not even. I mean, he's still just a knight.
Right. Nah, it was all just set up to have the animation that they wanted. Like that was plot based off what fights they wanted to showcase. They knew Asta was supposed to be the last fight. Like it was no real actual reason to that. Because like literally the Wizard King hit Asta's captain, and half the other captains got captured. But you said like, oh no, you got it, bro. Yeah, handle that for us.
Yeah, like, but granted, they did have Leona fighting, and they did have like the Black Wolf fighting the Ice guy, but Leona was really the only person because everybody else got fucked up.
So in hands.
Yeah, like, so I really didn't understand. I guess there's more so power scale. That I don't really go dive deep into Black Clover's power scaling. I know Asta has anti-magic, but I feel like they rely on that so much to the point where like even the OP captains can't even finish it. They waiting for Asta to do everything. So
but
that was really just my confusion.
I mean, the power scale is weird because you're just a captain, and then the captains get hoed all around. I mean, if you look at multiple seasons, the captains are just like they get hold on a regular.
They get the same so the regular knights can have the fight all the time.
Because if you look at like how Black Clover is and how Naruto is, like all the captains are Jonins pretty much.
Yeah.
As they use captain.
They're fodder.
Now imagine a bunch of Jonins fighting former Hokages. Like that just you see how it's fun.
So I guess it's really kind of just like all hands on deck. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, you can't use Asta and as a captain now, but you can't really. I'm not saying you can't use the knights to magic knights to do anything. It's just like to see them get so fucked up, even in the series with Yami and fucking the burnt face guy, what's his name?
Vengeance.
Yeah, Vengeance. Like getting kidnapped. It's just like, bro, like it don't make no sense.
But he's ass. I mean, Vengeance is I don't know.
Vengeance is not
ass to me. I don't know. He got the world tree. He got Zord magic. He got He's ass.
At least Yami, he got his dimension slash.
And he got hoed. He got captured.
Yeah.
So, low key with the dimension slash, he should have definitely got out of that barrier. Just saying. But
that barrier nigga was a different breed. He just like kept powering up. I just didn't understand how he just kept powering up.
Yeah.
The boy Jester Grandrews. I don't know. He was fighting.
Which one are you talking about? The
barrier magic. He was fighting.
Oh, him.
Yami.
Yeah. I think with them, it's like. I think so. What you kind of saw like commonly was like they were all fighting at the same time. First, it was their base form. It was like, then it was their next form. It's like, oh, you fine? Okay, well, you're about to make me go serious now. And then if you kind of notice, they all went into their final forms at the same time. So you had the girl that was fighting Leona. She, summoned her big giant.
She had a mech.
Yeah, and then you had the guy turning this big thing in the sky, and then Conrad. So
I like the boy Edward Avalanche. He just had ice magic, and I guess the Black Bulls had to treat him. uh, Noelle had to treat him when she got her magic back. But
Mm-hmm.
you know,
How did y'all feel about Noel's decision with him?
I think it showed her growth throughout the series. Another thing, if you never watched it, you do. She was a dickhead in the the first season, and then she's gradually grown to just be one of the senior members of the group, and just like change her perspective on nobles to peasants and stuff like that, and learning more about her mother.
Yeah.
Growing with her own magic, being stronger than everybody else, and then you see the more of the sibling relationship between her and Nozelle, and why he's so overprotective of her.
Yeah.
But she has a lot of character growth in her, and why even Conrad took her magic because it was so pure.
Yeah.
Got to the lab, and shout out to that memory magic. That memory magic is very underrated.
Yeah, that shit scared me high key. When you saw whatchamacallit, he's like, oh, he's here. I was like, oh shit. That shit was like bad. Like, I was like, how the fuck he get there? But to me, like, it was just kind of strange how closely he got to Asta. Like, they never knew each other, and then all of a sudden he said, "Oh, Asta, me and you are kind of alike," and I'm just like, how? Like, I feel like they were trying to.
They forced that. They forced it.
I feel like they forced. I do feel like they forced this like connection between Conrad and fucking Asta just for plot purposes. Because it's like, why is Asta so passionate? I mean, Asta's obviously want to stop the bad guy, but it's like to make this forced connection with this little kid you've never met. Like, you don't even know who he is. How do you know that you guys are both alike? You don't even know him. All he keeps saying is that he wants to fuck you up because you're about to destroy the country. So how do you have a connection with him when he literally hates you?
I'm pretty sure it's just like the villain thing is like, oh shit, this shit, because he said, oh, he got anti-magic. I can't absorb that because I don't know what it would do to me if I did absorb it. So I guess it was just like trying to manipulate him. Just like, kind of want the same things, God. Just join the squad. I got you.
Yeah.
Because even Jester said, damn, y'all dudes are strong. Y'all might have been my advisors when I was with the king. Maybe.
Yeah, they was giving him mad compliments though. He was like, oh shoot. It's like, I might make you one of my head guys. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Even Princia, when she was fighting Meliona, it's just like, maybe if you was there with me, it would conquer my loneliness. Everybody was just like terrified of her. So I mean, they're all just tortured heroes.
Yeah. So did the armored chick? Well, did she give you like pink S-Def vibes? Because that's what I got.
Said that she gave me S-Def vibes. I literally said that, like, bro. She get like the whole military hat.
Like S-Def, just say it's F-Def without be saying S-Def, basically.
She was PG-13 as that. She had niggas butt naked looking boots. So I mean, she didn't have that part. She just had a bunch of like
niggas on chains, man.
Mechanical people just like fucking shit up.
Yes, like she had them niggas locked up. But yeah, definitely gave me S-Def vibes. But I mean, I feel like Black Clover does a great job with its animation. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, aside from a little bit of the rush plot, I think that the animation overall was beautiful. Another thing I love about Black Clover is like everybody's included. You know what I'm saying? They don't just focus everything on the main character. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what I do like about Black Clover, right? Everybody gets like their shine, and I guess you give it to Asta.
Yeah, it's not the Naruto Shippuden treatment.
That shit was that point. I'm not going. Oh, my magic is never giving up.
Like, that shit was crazy. But like, you had fucking key magic, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And he was explaining it, and they kept evolving throughout the movie. Oh, we can just do this. Oh, well, I can do this and do this. Well, I can do this, do this, do this, and do this.
It's like it, but if you line them up after you unlock them at the same time, like what? Like okay.
That nigga was stealing magic, and he only stole one. He only stole Noelle's magic. He could have stole everybody's fucking magic for all that, except for I didn't body him. But
yeah, I wonder that they really showed him stealing. Everybody else's magic, he was just draining power from to power the sky place. But the only magic that you do, since this is his ability, the only magic he's stolen is from Noelle. And they put so much emphasis on that because Asta gave her magic back, and then she became this OP ass person that could almost defeat a Wizard King.
See,
so I'm just like,
my guess is they spent so much of the budget on making sure all those fights were so well animated. It was like, okay, we could put one thing on him, bruh, but these M's we spent. These M's we spent. Okay, like we got to stop it here.
Each door was lightning, fire, or water. That's it. Get all this lightning, fire, or water. That's it. That's all I'm giving you for your budget.
That's basically.
Yeah, all the fights are clean. You had to, like, for the amount, when I saw the time length for the movie, the time span was 2 hours, I was like, damn, there's gonna be a lot of talking in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Not at all. They was fighting. They had 3 levels. I was like, there's a lot of choreography that went into this movie, and it was insane. Like, between the arena fight in the beginning, between Mariola fight, between the Black Bulls fight, between Jester fighting between Asa fighting Kyrad multiple times, and he got his little movie buff. So, what do you think about these non-canon movie buffs?
I hate them.
Like Deku when he gave Bakugo All for One or One for All. Well, yeah, he gave One for All to Bakugo at the end of the 3rd movie. To My Hero to a lot of this non-canon buffs is to beat one person. Like, what do y'all think about that?
I don't really know much about it, but I mean, if I guess it's non-canon, they really pretty much do anything. You know what I mean? In non-canon movies, it's like do pretty much of anything if the plot calls for it, and it kind of just assists the main character or anything. But
okay, so when Goku did that thing in the Super 17 movie, and he never did it ever again.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or when he punched Broly into like pieces in the fucking first Broly movie, he just punched him and he disintegrated. I was like, what? Like shit like that. If you want to put it in those like non-canon Dragon Ball terms, or like even Naruto with Rainbow Rasengan when he first did the Rainbow Rasengan in the Snow movie. So just like
no,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was like, I just don't see the point of it. Like, why incorporate something that's not gonna mean anything going forward? Like,
it looks cool.
It looks cool for a second. You know, you get the extra money for the animation because it's the movie, but like for people that are really invested in the series, like seeing things that don't matter, I feel like it almost dilutes the immersion of the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why?
No, I feel you 100%. Like, I mean, if you think about some of the Dragon Ball movies, like they have the Dragon Fist we never saw, the Super Kaioken, a lot of things that happen in GT. Like, of course, every time I talk about Dragon Ball, people want Super Saiyan 4. So it's like, when you really think about things that happen in non-canon adaptations and stuff that is like super OP, even close to fan servicey, it's like
that's exactly what it is.
It's like it's something that the fans love, but it's I don't see why it doesn't carry over, especially if it's like a cool move or maybe some type of buff. But it's just like it's really fan service or something that movie called for that was just for the plot. But I mean, it is kind of a tease when they do something that's super OP, but then you see them, like, if you watch the canon, like, adaptation of the show or movie, whatever, and they don't have it. So it is kind of annoying, but, I mean, if the movie calls for it, it's like, what can you do?
Man, when them Naruto Negroes saw that one movie was canon, he cut him.
Oh, the moon. Oh my god.
It's canon, Naruto's moon level. Like, shut up.
By mistake. I think I was
when they show Lee cut that meteor in half, it was like, okay, it happened in a movie. So.
Yeah. They said that Naruto planned
No. Them Naruto Negroes got super erect and was like, this movie's canon, I can use this in a versus battle. Shut up. Like, god damn, like I
Cause I
don't know.
kept wondering why people saying, "Oh yeah, he split the moon." I was like, "Oh shit, that movie."
Yeah.
That movie gave them life.
Yeah.
He's moon level. He's strong as Piccolo in season 1. I was like, Jesus Christ, y'all gotta stop.
Yeah, it's always it does always end up going to Dragon Ball. I think it's funny though. But it was like a hollow moon, so
it wasn't real. None of it was
yeah.
real. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I don't know. But it's always fun. It's always funny seeing non-canon things. They do that shit with Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I don't watch that, but
it's hilarious.
Oh my god, the Xeno Goku, and I was like, come on now, like let's not put these people in death battles. Like,
Xeno Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Shit. But the thing I do love about this movie, well, I guess with the whole Black Clover franchise itself, the Black Bulls are the most synchronized team in anime. They just like
they are.
We really gotta stop with this. Oh my god, the straw hats. Shut up! I don't want to hear nothing about these dirty ass fucking straw hat pirates. Fuck them.
Because they don't even work together ever.
They don't. They go in there and be split for
the
like
Black
the whole
Bulls
fucking
are
show,
squad.
the whole episode.
Listen, I love Company 8 from Fire Force. I love how stupid. I love how stupid the Survey Corps is for Attack on Titan. I love how dumb they are. Just like, oh, we're gonna listen to this dude and ride into some little nigga throwing rocks. Fine. Black Bulls are squad. That is the most
they are very
dedicated squad I ever seen in anime. Just like Asuka lost his arms, everybody went out to do something to get this dude's arms back while training at the same time. And they're all relevant. And they all got their personal character growth.
Oh yeah, when whatchamacallit was about to get packed and they went to go jump.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best. That's one of the best like squad pull-ups ever. It's like you said, what?
But even in the movie, just like even the trap magic dude, he just like he put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
Even William put in a lot of work. He made the castle into a fucking jet. I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Just for the movie. I get it.
He did his thing though.
I
the fucking mech ass swords.
Mirror Magic dude did his part, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily know what all those reflections did some of the time. It was like, okay,
it made clones and reflected magic pads. Gatchman did his stuff. Gordon had a fucking poison Rasengan type shit.
Yeah, he did.
Had a little Rasengan type shit. Vanessa was doing her
they was doing their thing for real. It was like they was court, like they practiced that shit. It was so smooth. It was like the way they just so court.
Like they coordinated against that ice dude. They coordinated against him, and Noel had to save the day. I get it, but they all was squad. And my man Notch was there giving his energy at the end. He should have been.
How did y'all feel about that whole? I was watching the girls for a bit because I was kind of on, and I heard my friend Ash say it was kind of similar to the Spirit Bomb with them.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they was like, oh, we're all giving our energy. I was like, I didn't even think about that till I heard.
Give us your energy.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that till I heard her say that. I was like, oh shit, that is kind of like
it was a little corny, but
but yeah, like
very.
That's also
it gave me like offer what was it, one for all, like with the sword having all the past fucking wizard kings in it, and they all give power. It gave me like my.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But I mean, it also just makes going back to like the non-canon stuff, like the Black Bulls like legit took down a former Wizard King, and that's non-canon. You can't give them that as a squad now. Like,
okay. Wait, this movie is non-canon though?
I mean, it could be maybe because they do reference to Asta why he's banned from the village or exiled to the trials, so it could actually be canon. I don't know.
I hope it's canon. I mean, because if it is, I mean, some of those feats, then kudos Precious Mira Leona and the Black Bulls were taking down a former Wizard Kings by themselves. That's impressive.
And it does explain why they didn't call for like that sword when the elves rolled up and Spade Kingdom's rolling up and all that, because the sword's sealed away, so you can't use it.
Right.
I think that it is canon. I do think it might, because when you watch a movie and it's referencing things that happen in canon events, like I don't see why it wouldn't be. But I mean, you know what? I can't really say that because there is some non-canon Dragon Ball movies that I don't know how they're gonna play that, because it would make no. I mean, it plays during a certain period of time, not the current timeline. So it could just be like something that happened at a specific moment. So I don't see why they wouldn't make it. But it does make it like, it does give them like extreme power boost, because Asta fucking took out a Wizard King, and a very strong one, where when we first met him, he was going up against all of the Magic Knights plus the Wizard King, and all the Wizard King could do was lock him up. And Asta completely actually, no, I'm lying, because Asta had to use the sword. So technically he didn't beat him, but he was the only one that could beat him with that sword. So,
that's it. It shows. I like with these type of shows. It shows how weak the actual protagonist, not the protagonist per se, but the protagonist's allies are. Like if you look at Naruto, just like the Konoha Crush, how weak everybody was when Orochimaru rolled up. I'm like, yo, these niggas is ass.
Right.
Fodder.
I'm rewatching Naruto right now, and because I haven't watched Naruto in like years, and I'm like watching when third Hokage dies. I'm like, the Anbu Black Ops were fucking trash.
Useless.
They were.
They're gonna take down our barrier. Like, take down the barrier.
They watching it like a fucking movie. I'm like, bro, I'm screaming in my man's ear. I'm like, bro, like y'all sitting here fucking watching this nigga die. Like, get the fucking bear. Like y'all, y'all narrating.
They over there just like, damn, that's a bad John.
Yeah, like I'm like, Ambu, y'all. And then they lift the barrier, and it's like, oh yeah, everybody get him, and then y'all get trapped in a fucking spider web. I was like, bro, y'all need to re-fucking cast, rehire the whole Ambu.
Yeah, but are those Sound Ninja even joining at that? Like,
no.
Yeah,
they scaled Kabuto at Kakashi's level, so Kabuto was only joining, really, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, so like they getting blocked out by the rest of the Sound Ninjas. Not Kinyamaru didn't even pull up for it.
The Sound 4 wasn't even there. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it, the same name for My Hero, just like All Might's going. It's like, y'all niggas is really ass. Like, y'all really depending on the 10-year-old. It's like, do everything for y'all. Like, y'all supposed to be the top 10 heroes in the gang, and it's like, y'all is really ass. Like, there's nobody in the top 10 that can be muscular. Like, that nigga was like trash and shit. I need this kid to do it. It's the same thing with Asa. It's just like, yo, we hold down these other Wizard Kings, but you gotta fight the main nigga. Yo, y'all really is cheeks.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's most battle anime. Like the protagonist is just eons ahead of people. Like I was saying, like Bleach, right? Like, oh yeah, we've been here training for thousands of years with this power, but this 17-year-old kid is gonna come through and knock out all the villains for us. Like,
yeah, they put a lot of reliance. I think that's probably one of the biggest downfalls of having like your MC be like a novice child, opposed to like all these OP people, because it's just like you want the MC to win, but it looks dumb when they're the person who does it, but everybody else that's super OP around them gets their ass kicked. So how did this noob person able to knock out someone who we all couldn't defeat? So, and then in the next arc they become a fodder again.
And
So,
no shame to Black Clover because Bleach does it too. Them Stern Runners ran up in there. It's like them niggas is dead. Oh, damn. He ran up in that shit just like get rid of all you niggas like, right now.
yeah, I don't know. But we
Kenpachi
watching
got
it.
tossed.
I think that's why I'm not gonna hold you. That's why I think Isekai is so popular right now. Because Isekai, you don't gotta worry about that. They just get Isekai into like this OP like fucking 100 million power level. So when they fuck shit up, it's like you don't question anything because they're already like super powerful. So
I think the perfectly balanced is Demon Slayer with the balance.
I agree.
We're gonna balance it. Like if you balance the latest seasons, just like those are Upper Moon 4 and 5, and we ain't showing our best Hashira out there. You getting our little mid-level bulls and Tanjiro, obviously because he's like the sun god. I mean, so
that's what I like about Demon Slayer because it's just like Tanjiro can't do everything by himself. Even when he got Inosuke and Zenitsu, like they still got to use a Hashira. So
and,
it's like,
and his wives.
Yeah, and the wives. So it's kind of like it's not like Tanjiro solo and everybody.
Yeah,
that motherfucker being fucked up.
I think Juju does a good job of it too.
You said what?
No, I'm saying I think Juju does a good job of it too. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes, I think so too. Without having to use Gojo, I get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because Gojo's like that person they keep trying to hide because they know he OP. So there's reasons why he's not around. And then they let Itadori and whatchamacallit?
Megumi.
Yeah, Megumi and them do shit. Kind of like Naruto a little bit. If Kakashi jump in, it's like
don't get me wrong. Kakashi's OP. He's my boy, but he can only do so much. That nigga was like, I'm gonna use Kamui to get rid of all 6 Biju bombs. Like, come on, nigga, you ain't doing all that.
Yeah, bro.
Then Naruto came through KCM 2. He started seeing ghosts. Oh, it gotta be me and Toad. Relax, you're near death. It's like, but Black Clover, well, in the manga, the Clover Kingdom is a squad, and I get it. Even when they fought the Spade Kingdom, and they had to do some things, but in this movie, everybody had their part, everybody did their part, and that what makes a good movie. Is it rewatchable? Probably.
Oh yeah, that action, great background.
You might catch something new you didn't see. Animation flawless.
Definitely. I just wish that some of the secondary battles were a little bit longer. Because they go from battle to battle to battle. And it's like you really don't see a lot of what you probably get like a maybe minute or 2 clip.
Yeah, Jack didn't get much time. Real didn't get much time. Real's one of my favorite characters. I was like, I want to see what type of creation.
Side done right.
Charlotte didn't do anything.
No,
she made a drill. She made a drill.
Oh yeah.
That was what it.
You gonna make a drill? That's it. But and then the other bull dude, Kaiser, he didn't do anything really. He got hoed and then
and show the end of Merrily on the fight. Like that's what I was there for. Like
they didn't show. I hate that shit because it would just be like, oh, round 2. I'm like, bro, you only show them punching each other and then we go back to Asta. Like, what the fuck? Like, I want to see more. Like, I feel like it was so for a movie that's almost 2 hours long. It's like, bro, like you could have showed us a little bit more of the other battles that happened. Like when they did Asta going up against the devils with Yami and shit like that, it was a perfect because you saw they were going from devil to devil. It's kind of the same concept. They went from that one devil fight to the other because it was several devils. And it's like they did a perfect balance of you seeing each fight go on at the same time. But with this one, I feel like it was just so quick. Like you only saw them do like one attack and then they would just go into like Asta doing everything. So
yeah, Asta and Yami versus Dante. That's
they put a lot of context on Yuno and on Yuno, Yami, and the other 2 going up against that crazy dude. But I think when it comes to they put. I'm not gonna hold you. They be giving like main character fucking.
Yes, they do. They
really do.
He's Sasuke. Like it's Sasuke.
Yeah, is it a spoiler to say what we found out about him, or is that a manga thing, or did they?
No, I think it's animated. It's from the Spade Kingdom.
Yeah,
that's animated.
Okay, I feel like it's like giving him such a big title like that. It's like Asta's a little bit irrelevant when it comes to that. Like they make this nigga a whole.
I get it. They always give you got to get it back in blood type matches.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when the Golden Dawn got fucking erased pretty much, and then just like everybody's done for it. Just like you got to get back in blood. I don't know what to tell you. And this John is like, yeah, we'll help you, but you're the one. You're the one, kid. Yami's there. I'm like, Yami, you better help him.
And what we doing here, like?
No,
Yami, Fuego, and fucking Nozel.
Yeah,
nigga, help me get past this barrier, dude. Like, what the fuck? No, you got it.
He's like, oh, just hold it.
Hold the line.
They was like, he was like, just hold them. I'm gonna take him out with this one last shot. I'm like, bro, Yami with the Mentis / Fuegoleon with his fucking fire, Nozel with these are OP. You mean to tell me y'all want? And this is not the play, because is OP. But it's just like, bro, like y'all hold him. No, you need to be holding him while us 3 captains motherfucking stop this. I'm like, bro,
that captain shit don't mean nothing. And then we prove that captain shit don't mean nothing. Because that mind nigga, we're not gonna talk about that, but he's on another level in the manga. But
yeah,
the movie, they just, it's the same thing in Naruto. These fucking grown ass adults depend on these kids. And it's like,
yeah, I am trying. That's why I made a Facebook stat where people was coming from. Well, they didn't come from me, but I don't know. I was just like, I don't understand why they was comparing it to Naruto, but then people was reading for me. They was like, it's a copy and paste. My friend did a bulletin. He's like, boy has him. Boy has it. One wants to be the Wizard King. Another one wants to be the Hokage. I'm like, okay, y'all, it's not like.
But they're not different. One's an orphan with no powers whatsoever, and then so he would be Rock Lee, right? If it's mirrored.
That's true. I think there's similarities, but when I'm not gonna hold you. Without thinking about Naruto, when I watch Black Clover, I don't get Naruto vibe. I think just the concepts, like with the whole, him being exiled and being, not exiled, but being treated differently because of his, disparity or whatever he has going on. But there's a lot of anime like that. Come on now, like I
get it. They want to make Noel so bad, but you can't.
Right. And structure, I think I get more Bleach honestly with the captains and the squad setups. Like that feels more like Bleach to me than Naruto personally. I can see some similarities to Naruto, but yeah, that feels more in that Bleach motif, just like Demon Slayer feels more like Bleach to me as well. So
yeah, and I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. Anime take inspiration from other anime all the time, but it's just like the whole
basically
plot.
Every anime is inspired by DBZ. Like every battle anime comes from DBZ in some way since this has been out.
But I just feel like Naruto fans specifically have like come out and just said like, yeah, like Black Clover is a copy and paste, and I'm just like, even if it is, it's like Black Clover to me is still good. Some people have not watched it, and it's okay because it might not be a cup of tea, but I like it.
Copy and paste is crazy.
Yeah, some people literally say it's a copy and paste. I'm like, no. There's certain concepts that I get the similarities, but to say that Black Clover is a copy and paste of Naruto is a very, very like hard stretch. Like I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, Naruto fans kind of act like the concept of having a demon inside of a character came from them when it like didn't. There's so many anime that came before where this young main character has this demon living inside it that is trying to break out and can accidentally destroy the world if it doesn't maintain control. Like
it's a reach. The reach gods.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't really care about the comparison, to be honest. I think it's, I think it's okay. Sometimes when I see, like when I was watching Creed, I was like, well, obviously it was pointed out, but you know what I'm saying? I think it's good to compare, but some anime fans make it a bit toxic, to be honest. So I don't know. But
They have no
all in
choice
all,
but to.
yeah, but all in all, I'll say I did love the Black Clover movie, enjoyed it. I didn't really get like my harsh criticism until like afterwards, with kind of like, like what I said, like with the whole, not showing that much of the fights and everybody relying on Asta, but he is the MC, so can't really complain about that. But I loved it. I'll probably watch it again because it was beautiful, and I mean, I read the manga, so I'm pretty much caught up. So yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
Solid movie.
I
Hmm.
agree. Plot thin, action thick. I can't complain too much about it. Definitely great background noise to have on at some point again, so it's got rewatchability to it.
Shit, I don't know about background noise.
We
You
call
watching
it
that motherfucker.
background.
Background
Yeah.
noise is crazy.
Yeah, just like have it on, like like if you had like a gathering, you know what I'm saying, you could put that on the TV while everybody talking, you know what I'm saying, and look up like, oh, that action scene looks good, and then go back to your conversation, you know what I'm saying.
Yo, who's that gray haired boy with the big sword fighting this other motherfucker? That's what you gonna get. People gonna be asking questions. I don't think you put that on for background. Put the One Piece movie on. Background noise.
Oof. No, not the live action. You're not talking about that, right?
I don't know.
Oh God.
People gonna get their little criticism about the live action, but
It's not been getting really harsh criticism though. I was in a YouTube comment. They were like, for the cast, I think like you really got to think it is live action, so it's really only so much you can do. But
Which is why you shouldn't have did it.
damn.
I think they just gonna keep trying until they find a good one. I'm not gonna hold, because Cowboy Bebop flop. Like
Because
I
they
think
cast it
Cowboy Bebop,
terribly.
yeah, it was really bad. I saw that first episode and it was so cringy. I was like, this is not lasting.
Hey, they started Avatar over, so
Yeah, they're gonna they needed to redo that. But I mean, the One Piece live action, CGI is not always my favorite thing. I don't like it. I mean, it's cringy because it's like you can tell it's fake. But
Very rarely done well. Very rarely.
they knew not to have Chopper in there.
oh shit.
They knew not to put Chopper in there. Or Jinbei or something. That shit
How
was
do you make that little deer fucker thing? I don't know.
Hmm.
Take him out, fuck it.
They would have to put complete CGI on that one, but that would have been so hard. That would have looked.
They gotta get some of that Marvel money to
Mm-hmm.
get the motherfuckers standing like Rocket Raccoon.
We're just like go to like one of the hundreds of anime out there that doesn't require that much CG. Like do Darker Than Black. Like you could do that without.
Oh god, give me a live action of that. That's
probably focus on
jam.
the popular like Johns right now. Like I think that's probably what they're more focused on, like real popular. Because it's like, but they destroying it. They're destroying it. But I don't know. I'm gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm expecting a 2 out of 10. Yeah, definitely expecting a 2.
So, Lelouch, what do you give
Black Clover? I'm giving it a solid 7.5. Almost an 8. If they just give me some explanation as to why the Conrad is obsessed with Asta, like that he just met, like I might have given that full 8, but 7.5 for me. But definitely watch it.
Give it an 8.
I was giving it like a 10 out of 10, but after I kind of did my harsh criticism, I give it like an 8.8, close to 9.
She gave it that IGN score.
I gotta be give it a specific, like an 8.8 at least.
8.8.
Oh.
Black Bone, what you got going on the interwebs?
Just giving Dragon Ball updates. Dragon Ball kind of dry right now because they doing this retelling of the movie and the manga, so it's a bit dry. But still giving Dragon Ball content. What if? So if you guys want to check me out, Black Bulma everywhere, same way spelled on the thingy here. Instagram, Facebook. I do YouTube videos once a week, so check me out.
It's the algorithm joint right here. So
Mhm.
you know, she got popping on Instagram,
Oh
Facebook,
God.
YouTube,
Yeah,
TikTok.
Instagram.
Not
Like,
the algorithm, John.
The algorithm joint. That should be it. Your new joint. But Lil Lou Street, what you got going on? I mean, then and now, Blerd approved, Blerd.
Yeah. So yeah.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, I'm a little bit everywhere, you know. Like Kim said, Blerd.com. Got articles going up to there all the time. By Blerd Approved Entertainment. Make sure you check it out. Tap in, no capping, Bay Chin After Dark on there, as well as the Pin Downs, a bunch of shows there. Blerd Cartel, you know, we're here for the 3 episode rule. And you can catch me on What It Sound Like for on the Blerd Cartel as well on Thursdays at 9:15 Eastern. You can catch me on the Galactic Tribe podcast. So on the Wakanda Lions program. Well, that usually goes up to YouTube on Mondays. But that's pre-recorded typically. So, and then catch me in Blerd Approved Entertainment Facebook group. I'm usually in there interacting with just about everyone. So come join us. Have a good conversation. Or a bad one.
Negroes is busy. I'm busy a little bit, you know. Blerd Cartel, Facebook, IG, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch.
As much content as you post, a little bit.
We just trying to get through where we was at. That's all. Wednesday, round table. All is welcome. You know, okay, or skip. We're gonna try that. I tried to do the blind ranking thing, but it's a little too much. But I figured this was fine. So you just take 3 things. We either don't like it, it's alright, we'll skip it. I need people's validations on that. You do the big 3. So you pick which one you like the most. Which one's in the middle? You recommend it to somebody, and then just skip it to the next person. So I mean, something like that. We're gonna do MCU. We're gonna do Pixar. We're gonna do cartoons. We'll do a bunch of stuff. At least like 20 things on there. But you know, 3 episode rule. Black Clover movie on Netflix. Go watch that. 2 hours worth of action. Don't question anything. It's just the way anime movies go. And that, follow Black Blow on all social media platforms. Follow Lay Lose Me on all social media platforms. You know, we out of here. Enjoy yourselves. Happy Father's Day. All that good stuff. You know.
Happy Father's Day, y'all.
Happy
Thanks
Father's
for having
Day.
me, guys. You guys have a good night.
Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you for coming.
No
Out of
problem.
here.
All right, bye.